When someone appears in your dreams, it may mean that this person misses you. If you want your proposals to be accepted more often, try to talk about them modestly. An interesting fact from psychology: people around you see you as 20% more attractive than yourself. Hugs that last 20 seconds are evidence of your trust in the person. If someone writes to you after a long silence, they most likely want to ask an important question. Never set your favorite song on the alarm clock. Over time, you will start to hate it. Psychologists say that waking up suddenly between 2 and 3 a.m. may be due to the fact that you feel someone's gaze. The probability of this is 80%. And one more piece of advice: listen to how a person speaks about others. That's how he's likely to talk about you behind your back. Just 4 minutes is enough to figure out if you like a person. Intuition in such cases often turns out to be true. Interestingly, men fall in love faster than women. You also seem more attractive when you make another person laugh or smile. Feigned indifference is usually a characteristic feature of those who actually care the most. Here's a tip for guys: don't share it with girls. If she doesn't tell you what happened, it's probably because of you. The average woman smiles about 60 times a day, while a man smiles only 10 times. By the way, 80% of women prefer silence to show their pain. And here's another interesting fact: what we wear directly affects our mood and behavior. Women and men experience the same emotions, but women are more likely to be honest in expressing them. If a man chooses between two women, he usually stays with the one who is less intelligent. Interestingly, cooking during hunger helps reduce appetite. Psychology says that if you tell others about your goals, the chances of achieving them decrease. People who openly share their thoughts tend to be more loyal and honest with their friends. The majority, about 90%, prefer to write what they cannot say in person. Those who are fixated on their appearance are more likely to have an average level of intelligence. When a woman is really offended, she prefers to ignore the culprit. And if you dream of ghosts in a dream, this may be a signal to be careful, especially if you are starting a new acquaintance. If you're in love, your brain won't be able to lie to that person. Talking to yourself is a sign of a high IQ. Research shows that closing your eyes helps you remember information better. We fall in love by accident, but we choose to love consciously. Red is associated with strength, energy, and passion. Interestingly, if you start making money in some business, it can make you addicted to it. The more you talk about someone, the more likely you are to start having feelings for that person. Research shows that for a relationship to become a true love story, it must last more than 4 months. Looking into the eyes of a loved one can even synchronize the heartbeat. If you find out that someone loves you, it can awaken reciprocal feelings. Psychologists say that couples who laugh together for at least 10 minutes a day build stronger relationships. When a guy likes a girl, he often looks into her eyes, and the girl, on the contrary, looks away. If you don't talk to your loved one for more than 48 hours, it can cause a feeling of homesickness. True love knows no barriers. Neither age, nor height, nor distance matter. True love can wait decades before developing into a relationship. Boys become men when they realize that no one has to take care of them. Usually boys take the first step, but if a girl decides to do this, then her feelings will be the deepest and most sincere. Someone who really loves you will always give you two things for no reason: his time, no matter what, and respect for you. Guys find girls more attractive if they take the initiative to communicate. People with low self-esteem tend to look for and emphasize flaws in others. Psychology says that if a man doesn't get upset or worried about you, it means he really doesn't care about you. Handsome guys are most often either already in a relationship or single. And women who don't make friends easily tend to have a high level of intelligence. If you meet a new person, say their name in conversation. This will strengthen your communication. Research shows that people are more likely to believe in the bad than in the good. One way to improve your mood is to write down your negative thoughts and throw them in the trash. Try it. It really works. Girls are often more stubborn than boys, and the main reason is their emotionality. If a girl falls in love, she is ready to make every effort to be with someone who is dear to her. People usually pay more attention to those who ignore them. If someone is constantly on your mind, it is quite possible that you are also occupying their thoughts. Do you want to attract someone with words? Start the conversation confidently and amicably. If someone is angry at you, try to stay calm. This will not only diffuse the situation, but also allow him to avoid feeling guilty later. Psychology says that the one who takes the first step seems more confident and attractive. Act confidently at work. It gives the impression that you are an expert. Physical attractiveness in men also plays a role. Women are more often attracted to men with broad shoulders, strong breasts, and a pronounced jaw. Research shows that people who are genuinely in love often feel jealous over small things. Pleasant surprises, such as phone calls or texts, can instantly lift your mood. But it takes an average of 26 months and 17 days to forget true love. An interesting fact from psychology: women often use deep breathing to gain confidence. A person can keep only 3 to 4 things in mind at a time. An opinion about you is formed already in the first 7 seconds of communication. Negative experiences are better remembered than positive ones. Even a simple pat on the back or a handshake can increase the chances of agreeing with you. High height and proper posture not only improve your appearance, but also help you feel more confident. The brain is more active at night, which explains the rush of ideas before bedtime. People tend to remember the first and last items on the list best. The smell of women's tears reduces the level of sexual arousal in men. If a girl really wants to, she can win anyone's attention. Her love often manifests itself in gentle gestures, such as a kiss on her partner's neck. Love is not subject to time. It does not begin at dawn and does not end at sunset. It comes when you least expect it, and it can disappear at the moment when you need it the most. Interestingly, couples without children, according to research, are often happier. Men can fall in love in just 3 days, while women usually take about 13 days to experience the same feelings. It has been scientifically proven that the brain needs only zero point 0.2 seconds to fall in love, which is faster than blinking an eye. Saying goodbye is always difficult, especially if you're not ready to let the person go, but it's even harder to ask someone to stay if they've already decided to leave. And finally, psychology says that if you suddenly wake up between 2 and 3 a.m. for no apparent reason, then there is an 80% chance it may be due to the feeling that someone is looking at you.